How beautiful is that?
Sorry, I'm late.
Well, and we just started, and Linda Ronstadt does the song. It's you and I travel to the beat of a different drum. Can't you tell by the way I run every time you make eyes at me? I'm not saying I'm not ready for any person play. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like us. You and I, we're married. We love each other, but we travel to the beat of a different drum. Do you get it? Do you get that?
Like our relationship travels to a different beat, or each of us individually travels
of us individually
to a different beat?
We're two opposite people, but we are almost the same. Hold on. Give a call. We are live tonight. We are live. We are back on the air after 2 weeks, 2-week hiatus or Christmas vacation. Call 866-969-1969. 866-969-1969. A couple plugs. We're going to do a couple plugs tonight because we missed 2 weeks. This weekend, I'm at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights. This weekend, Friday and Saturday. Next weekend, the 16th and 17th, I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota at the New Hope Cinema. Minneapolis, Minnesota, the 16th and 17th. The 24th, I'm at Mohegan Sun. The 24th. Okay, also, this Friday night, Bobby Kelly's 1 hour special will air on Comedy Central. I saw a few minutes of it. It's going to be great. You got to see it. You got to take a look at it.
I thought it was for sale.
No, it goes.
I told people on Twitter to get it. They can't get it.
Well, it's also pre-sale. It's going on sale too.
Oh,
at some point.
I was like,
earlier.
Get this, but I guess if you can't get it, but maybe you can.
No, I don't know.
We're in the dark now about it.
It goes on sale, but it does air Friday night.
It goes on sale, but for what? Like, if it's going on Comedy Central.
I don't know.
Just
They're
watch
technical.
Comedy Central.
No, some people want to buy it and they could own it.
Oh,
okay.
Oh.
So don't take away from his sales, and there's a pre-sale, so they can own it.
Oh,
that's how you're gonna fucking answer. Right. So Bobby's this Friday night. Also, our movie "Women Aren't Funny" is now on Netflix. It is now on Netflix.
Yeah, I got to say this about that fucking Netflix, man.
What?
People watch that shit. You know, we had a lot of people tweet us about it when it was on iTunes, but
it's still on iTunes. Don't
you can buy it still if you want to.
Or
contribute to the Bonnie and Rich cause.
But Netflix...
Netflix, they pay you a one lump sum.
Yeah.
And then, so, I know people have been sort of tweeting, like, do you get some extra money per click or per viewing? No, we don't.
No.
But we still want people to watch it.
Well, you know, also, we haven't made any deals for out of the country yet. We haven't made a deal with Hulu yet, although I think our distributor thinks we did, but we never said yes to Hulu, did we? At any point?
I don't know any of that stuff.
Okay, well, we're having a conference call Thursday, so the Netflix
Why
thing.
is the screener doing all caps tonight? I feel like he's...
Do you want to do here? You could work the phones too. Here, take this mouse, because I don't want to work the phones, because then I can't hear.
What is happening here? This is super. Our New Year's resolution is to be more professional.
Do you want to see? I'll wait till Colin comes in. I'll show you guys what I got today. So,
Mike,
what you're taking a call already?
I've heard of the Trailer Park Boys.
Okay, that's speaking of Netflix. I thought I just watched like 8 seasons of them. Just cracked me up. At
8. They have 8 seasons of that.
Yeah, they're coming out with another one on Netflix, but Rich kind of reminds me of the guy, the Julian.
Oh, I've never seen the show, but that's a Canadian show, right?
Yeah, it's very good, boy. It's worth watching. Like I said, I don't even know where they've been, but all of a sudden they appeared on Netflix, and I was. Well,
they've been appearing in Canada.
Wait, we have those videos.
My sister sent it to us. We never cracked it open.
We ran out of.
We like everyone else, just go Canadian. I don't know.
Mike, we finished Homeland, finished The Affair, finished. What else? We were watching this great one from England. What was that?
Broadchurch.
Broadchurch. So last night we started Shameless. Now,
excellent.
Do people love? Is that a good one? Is that?
Yeah, very good, Rich. Very good.
How many seasons has that been on? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure, Rich, for positive, but yeah, I got into that a couple years ago. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the episode we watched last night, a little over the top.
Mike, I feel like this is a conversation you and Rich should be having
No, we're
off
talking.
the air.
No, that's what you feel like.
No, but I just all the time I'm like, you love like we watch this, we watch this, we watch this.
Are you fucking kidding me? I like talking movies and TV. You're talking.
I know, but you never have any. You're just like, it was good. Now we're done.
I said it was
to the next one.
You really?
There's no like. If you're gonna talk about movies and television, at least have some depth to
I
it.
talked about Shameless. I said we saw the pilot one last night. It was a little over the top, but we liked it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't realize you were that far in.
Oh, what, really? You want me to break down every fucking character? Do you want me to do a character breakdown for everybody?
But I mean, it's like you're acting like you're Siskel or Ebert or someone.
You know what? I swear to God, when I knew you were running late, it was so peaceful knowing.
No, you were. No, I knew you were like, you texted me, run.
No, ask Adrian.
I did.
I was going, maybe I could do 15 minutes by myself.
Look who knows somebody's name after the holiday break. I guess you guys had a little bonding when I was gone, so you learned his name.
Oh, really? I didn't know Adrian's name from the...
Did he? Do you think he did, Adrian?
We text sometimes.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, you're probably in his contacts as the guy that produces...
No, it's under Adrian, okay?
No, give it to me. Let me see.
I will give it to you in the face. Hold on. That's what I'll give it to you.
I know, but that sounds aggressive, like you have that much in you to give. It would just, it's so...
Good.
Dippy.
It's not, yeah.
Mike, we're going to let you go. I'm sorry.
Mike.
Dave, Bonnie, you're Canadian, right?
Yeah.
You got it. It's worth the effort, Bonnie. Check them out.
Okay, I will. I actually will. I've heard a lot of really good things about the Trailer Park Boys.
Did you really hear a lot of good things? Is that what you heard?
I have. Thank you, Mike, for calling.
Hold on. I'm going to find Adrian's number.
Oops, sorry.
Hey, Mike. Okay. Adrian, right here, stupid. Look. Adrian. All right?
No, that's a different Adrian.
No, it isn't. It's
give me the phone.
No,
give me the phone.
I'm telling you, that's his number.
Give me the phone, and like he's going to tell me the number.
Do you have a 201 number, Mike? I mean, Adrian?
Oh, my God. You see how quickly he forgets.
All right. So, don't come in here attacking when, everything was peaceful. It was very calm. Mike watched our pilot that we sent to... Adrian. watched...
Oh,
Adrian.
why do you keep calling him Mike? Mike was the last caller.
I know. Adrian watched our pilot. How did you like that, Adrian?
I thought it was great.
He liked it.
Yeah, what? I watched it the other night.
What we did for True.
Stop showing people.
Why
Just
not?
Stop, because I don't like... I don't have any interest in getting, no offense, nobody's opinions. No, I don't. You always show everyone, and then they go.
I show three people. I show three people.
Because
I show three people. Colin, Bobby, and Adrian.
And your sister.
No, well, she's in it. You don't think she could see it?
She didn't need to see it.
Oh, really?
And then you wait for them to say something.
I don't.
Of course, they're going to go. It's good. They're looking at you. Even Colin's not that mean to be like, well, I don't know, this is pretty shitty.
Well, of course, but you could tell if they really like it.
Did I show it to anybody?
No, because you have no friends.
Well,
who are you going to show it to? Who?
That's a goddamn fucking lie, mister.
To one of those fucking crazy open micers you hang out with?
How dare you? Really?
Yeah.
Really? Lindsay's a crazy open micer?
No.
She's a friend of mine. I could have easily shown it to her. And guess what she would have said? It's great.
She would have said... It's great. You're right, because it is great.
Well, it might be great.
It's not great. It's good.
It's just like showing. You could just show it to anybody.
Well, I know, but people ask for your opinions. One time, Gary Goldman did. I listened to a CD of his, and I did give him one piece of advice, and he took it.
Did he take it?
Yes, he did take it. Okay, 100% took it because I know what I'm doing.
You gave it to Gary.
I know
took it?
He took it, baby. Okay, so. I've watched some of Bobby's special to see how it was shot, and it looked great.
So you'd be open to criticism if you were to get it?
I get criticism all the time.
Chris, from Chicago, go ahead.
Hey, guys. Wanted to say I love the podcast. Love that you guys are on the channel and everything. But, Rich, you got to knock off the singing in the beginning of the show.
I can't help it. You know what it is? I know I can't sing. I know that.
Thank you, Chris.
Wait, hold on, Chris. But the songs that I play, I love so much, and I know most of the people hate them. But it's hard.
Not bad song. I don't mind the song. I'm not going to lie. The song
it's the singing.
Okay, I'll try not to sing. But you and I travel to the beat of a different drum, and the Bee Gees and Cat Stevens, and here, let's get some more of this.
Oh God!
How could you not sing along with this? Watch. You and I travel
to the beat of a different
Now that I'm listening from this, it's cute. It's like a kid's song, kind of. Sort of seems like like for 10 and under.
I think, okay, listen, when you hear these voices like this, when you hear someone like this,
thanks, Chris,
or Diana Ross, or just, Cat Stevens, or Elton John, or Neil Young, the voices are so great. Like, a lot of people love, like, you take, like, Norton or Florentine, all them, they like that heavy metal shit with the music and but to me, a good voice, Temptations, good voice, just, any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think you're saying that a good voice, and then I don't know what goes in the middle there, but then any day of the week. Is that what you're saying?
I'll take a good voice over guitar playing, over guitar and drum and bass. I'll take the voice if I had to.
What would be the situation? And I don't know if I really want to get into this, but where you would have to either take the voice or the music?
Well, because there would be different styles of music you would like. Like hard rock is more music. And hard rock is music and voice. But if you get heavy metal, that's a lot of music, a lot of heavy metal music. I would think. I don't want to
be mean, but I feel like.
Then why do you wake up?
I feel. Look, that's an untruth, Your Honor, because when I wake up, I'm always very nice to you.
No.
Good morning. How are you? Get you coffee, whatever.
I made coffee this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm nice to you. I took the garbage out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen.
What were you going to say now? Saying that you don't want to be mean.
Well, no, I just feel like we're not going to be able to do this radio show much longer. And I think that the TV show, if it gets picked up, is going to evolve into something a little bit different. And you're still there mentally.
Yeah.
But it's leaving your system.
Again,
like you should take an IQ test every day and just watch it go down.
But why?
Because the other day you were wrapping a present for your boyfriend.
Roy in North Carolina?
Yes,
he's my golf friend.
You're wealthy. So why are you rubbing the table? See, stuff like that. You've been rubbing the table with your hand since I got here. Like, I don't understand.
Because some of that stuff I put on my new tattoo got on the table and I'm trying to spread it out. And he's not my boyfriend. He's my golf friend, Roy, in North Carolina.
But
he's building a development. He named a street after me.
But he bought you a gift, and then you ran right out and bought him a gift. Well, and then I watched you wrap it. And it was, honestly, it was like somebody after a car accident where they have, like, brain damage, like watching them trying to come back.
Yeah.
Like I was, like, getting ready to send you back to rehab. You don't seem.
Did I have any? And I want to say this gently. Did I have any problem putting the light bulbs in?
No, you did. How many rich bosses does it take to touch the light bulb? No, I'm going to be gentle because I feel like this is a real thing, and if you don't want me talking about it, I get it. But you like open and honest discussion.
I think I'm getting a little bit of memory loss. A little bit.
Memory loss. You don't know what's happening sometimes.
I always know what's happening.
You don't, like, in the middle of joking, I think you sometimes, like, stop and are like, I don't know if I'm joking or not. Like, you don't know where it started.
Me? I know what I always know what I'm talking about.
Case in point.
I always know what I'm talking about. I always know what I'm talking about.
I'm staring right at, there's no one else in the room. And you're like, me?
I know it. I'm just throwing that out there. If you didn't look so pretty tonight, I would fucking really lay into you. But just something about you in the last couple of weeks that makes, that thing you bought that you roll on your face.
I bought a needle roller for my face.
She rolls like a little baby paint roller on her face.
Yeah, it's like little tiny micro needles. And then when you put your lotion on after, it's supposed to get right in there.
You're fucking
And then
ridiculous.
The collagen regrows.
Why don't you just age?
I don't know if it works or not.
Why don't you let it look? You're old.
I know.
And live with it. There's nothing wrong. Did you just read the what Russell Crowe was saying about old actresses?
If you keep rubbing the table with your hand, I'm going to come and break it off. I can't take it.
Did you read what Russell Crowe said about old actresses?
I read everything that Russell Crowe says, except somehow I've missed this tidbit.
He said that there's work for everybody. There's work for old actresses, young actors, and there's work for, case in point, Meryl Streep, what's her name? The other fucking one, Myrna, whatever, Helen Mirren,
There's two, right?
Helen.
Oh, okay.
There's tons of them.
Two that are still
But the
working.
problem is, ladies always try to get roles where they're younger. This is what he said in the article, where
Well, I do think there's a problem with women. They get. Yeah, they're like 48 years old. They still look like weirdly like 32. And then they're like, well, I can't get any roles. It's because the only role you could get would be to play a wealthy woman with too much plastic surgery. So I do agree with that if you're going to be but I'm not an actor. I don't give a shit.
Take a call. The lady trucker. What'd you buy Bonnie for Christmas? What is that? Why did you deliver it?
Where is that? Oh, there's
Ohio. Take her.
Why?
Because she's, you know what it is?
Go ahead there, lady trucker.
Oh, Bonnie, I just want to know what kind of awesome drugstore presents that Rick
He actually stepped up to the plate this year. I made him a list of things for him to get me, thinking he would choose one or two. He got me everything on the list, and then a gift card for Bloomingdale's as well.
I got you a nice backpack. And
the backpack was on the list.
Was the makeup?
That was on the list.
I spent, and Bonnie got me a nice, what do you call those? Victrola?
I got you a record player. I got him a record player because I feel like...
Yeah, it's cool.
There's going to be, in a very short order, he won't know how to work a computer or an iPod.
Yeah, really? What do you call it?
What is weird, like when people go into dementia in their old age, how come they remember everything from their youth? But not
it's been around the longest.
Oh, so it's...
What's been around the longest?
It's had more time to seep in?
Yeah. I mean, my dad, before he died, he had like a 5-minute memory where you could leave the room and then come back in, and he was like, oh, you're home. It's like, yeah.
Oh, that's hard, right?
I think I'm getting Alzheimer's. I got to have Dr. Steve call in. I wonder if you could find... I don't want to find out because that would scare me.
There's a checklist you can take?
I wonder if there's a way to... if they can test your fucking brain.
Yeah, they ask you a question, then they ask it to you 5 minutes later and see if you remember that you already answered it.
Who does?
Oh my God, Rich. You're scaring me.
Lady Trucker, are you married?
I'm soon to be divorced.
Oh, that's sad. Who gets the cab? Who gets the cab and who gets the truck?
The bed?
The bed.
The husband got the foreclosed house and the car that's all beat up that his homeless friends have trashed out, and then I get actually they couldn't find my husband.
Wait, do you own?
Wait, what did you just say?
I got a methamphetamine addicted husband that may or may not be homeless. Yeah.
Wait, he's meth as in smoking meth?
No, he shoots it up his ass.
No, methamphetamine. You could be doing pills, or you could be a meth addict, or you could be...
Yeah, he's actually snorting it. And
I'm sorry.
All right, so don't...
I'm sorry.
Hold on, lady. Don't fucking ever correct me when it comes to drug abuse, okay? That's one thing.
All right.
That's like me correcting you when it comes to cuntiness.
Please don't.
Okay?
Don't. I know you're under a lot of pressure.
Why?
What about a wife beater that's like got Alzheimer's? He beats his wife, and then like 10 minutes later he doesn't remember it, does it again.
So, how long were you married for, Lady Trucker?
29 years.
29?
Oh my God!
Yeah. But how does somebody at that age start doing meth? I mean, he's got to be at least in his 50s.
Medication or something?
I don't. He was at home, and he's being home every 2 weeks. He's got all the lovely excuses.
Oh, okay.
Lonely, didn't have much to do, blah, blah, this. I didn't figure it out until about 1.5 years ago. And then when I asked him about it, he's like, oh, I guess I partied a little bit too much there for a while. And he's totally fried his mind. He's all totally paranoid.
So I guess he didn't get you anything for Christmas?
No, I haven't heard from him since I left.
Here's the thing. I don't want to say anything. It's really sad, but hey, look, just drive on in life. That's all I could say is, you know
Keep
what I mean?
on trucking, lady trucker.
I'm sorry to hear that after 29 years.
I'm sorry, too.
But you know what? I mean...
You're better off, though.
No, shut up. You don't know what she is. She might not be better off.
Oh.
I don't mean to say shut up.
I'm really fucking up tonight, lady trucker.
But you know what I mean? Hey, look, when one door closes, a new one opens.
Usually a refrigerator.
That's what I'm saying. Happy New Year, lady trucker. Thank you for the call.
Happy New Year,
I hope
guys.
things
Thanks for the
get better for you this year.
Go to line number 10.
Why?
It's an old friend of ours.
Oh, look who's calling in. It's Dr. Steve.
I didn't. You called me. I didn't call you.
Oh,
wow. Well, our producer, whose name do you remember?
Adrian is producing now. He's, we mentioned you, and boom.
Boom, he gets you on the line.
Oh, Adrian's right on it. He's a good guy.
Is there
how are you guys? Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did you do something lovely for the holidays?
Yeah, actually, not that anybody really would care about it, but I took my family out to Florida for the holidays, and it was great. Got away from family. My wife is feuding with her brother, and so we had to get out of town so that she wouldn't have to see him at the holidays. Instead of just saying, "Hey, don't come over to our house," I had to pack everybody up and fly him to Florida.
Yeah, because sometimes you have to be so passive-aggressive with your hatred of your own family.
It wasn't exactly a passive-aggressive thing. All right, it was fun. We had a great time.
Good. Glad it worked out.
Let's cut to small talk. Two things.
You know Rich. Rich.
No. Is there a can you tell?
Glad you have some things going on in your own life. Me.
No, it's not me. It's you, the one who brought all this shit up about me. So I'm just going to follow up and ask a professional. Okay? You think you're so fucking cool. That's your problem. You really think you're so cool. You sit there like I'm cool, like I'm a radio cool person.
I don't even want to be on the radio. I don't even want to. I do this for you.
You sit there smirking and snobby.
I was in a good mood when I walked in. I'm so sorry if that's troubling to you.
Look at you. You just smile and make...
I'm sorry.
Is there a pre-test for Alzheimer's? Would you know? Can you tell if someone's getting it or...
Well, one of the hallmarks of Alzheimer's is people lose the ability to name things. Mm-hmm. So it's called anomia, and I had a professor in medical school who had it. And the way that we knew something was going on was he would describe a deck of cards. He couldn't remember the name deck of cards, but he could say a thin stack of laminates. So the guy was a genius, and he had all these other pathways to get to these words, but he couldn't think of the actual word itself. So,
okay, well, let me try to ask this in a tactful manner. What if the person in question doesn't have a great vocabulary to begin with?
Right. Then it's a problem. Then they'll just kind of sit there and drool while they're trying to think of the word.
I drool all the time. Yeah, that's no sign of Alzheimer's.
He's had it his whole life. He's the longest known case of Alzheimer's.
You know what I picked up today at the dentist? It's first to stop snoring. This cost me $1,000 fucking.
Do you know the name of it?
It's a mouthpiece that pulls the bottom of your jaw out, so it opens your breathing passage, and you don't snore supposedly as much, or you breathe better. Have you ever heard about the?
I'm going to lobby to get the word supposedly changed to supposedly for you.
Right?
Yes.
What's your opinion on those things?
Well, they do work for some people. The real simple thing is, if it's positional, like some people only snore when they're laying on their back.
That's me.
And so a $2 solution to this is if you have someone in your family that's handy with a sewing machine, they sew a pocket.
Well, I did grow up on a farm, Dr. Steve.
Okay, well, there you go.
They do what?
They sew a pocket into the middle of the back of a T-shirt. And then in that pocket, you put a tennis ball. And it keeps the person from rolling over onto their back and keeps them on their side. And for some people, that's a real simple solution if they only snore when they're on their back.
That's weird because when I pull out my balls, Bonnie always sleeps goes to her stomach. Nothing on that one, but
you didn't let anybody have a.
It was a corny. It was a dick joke. I knew it was bad.
I was thinking about the tennis ball getting lodged in the crack of your ass, and then you wanting to sleep on your back.
Is that what you're thinking? Is that what you were? You know what, Dr. Steve? like, here's the deal. Bonnie looks really pretty tonight, and I could see why you're in love with her too. But I'm telling you, you'll lose it after like a month. You'll want to wring her neck.
Well, he and I, and no disrespect to your wife, and I know you have a wonderful relationship, but if Dr. Steve and I were together, it would be a different. We wouldn't fight all the time.
You and I travel to the beat of
He would have interesting things to say that I would like. We would have deep conversations about stuff.
You would get so fucking bored within a week.
A husband that makes her kids lunch every day.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And how many times do you think a week he'll make you laugh?
That's true.
But that's funny what he said. That I think it's good enough. I'm ready to trade it.
I'll trade it. I don't want anything in return.
I feel like he and I would stay up all hours of the night just talking. You're like,
right.
What other show can we're just.
Yeah, we watch a lot of shows. So you're saying we're stagnating?
What would happen if you and I couldn't have TV? What would we do?
Charades.
No. Remember we used to play Scrabble all the time?
All the time.
You'd get mad when I'd beat you.
You never beat. I always won in Scrabble. You got so mad. You knew I won.
Rich, your memory. His memory is fading.
Listen, I'm really good at Scrabble, and I was playing Norton. I was killing them, and that's when Roland came in and pushed the board up in the air because we were having a little spout. But
spout?
Yeah. Mm. You never heard that?
No.
Is that the right word, you guys? Spout?
No.
Huh? It's not? What's the word I was thinking of?
I don't know.
Deck of cards?
Spat? Were you having a spat?
Oh, yeah, spat. About. See, I kind of.
Oh, my God.
I mixed up bout.
I can't believe
and spat.
You've gotten like 8 words wrong since he's said you watch for words being wrong.
Well, listen, Doctor, Happy New Year. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
When are you coming to New York to have dinner with people other than us?
I will see you in the spring, and I'm going to be good to my word, and I'm going to take you guys out anywhere you want to go.
Right on, man. Sounds good.
All right.
Bloomingdale's.
Per se.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're going to make reservations at Per se. We're going to make them tonight so that.
All right.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
All right. Be good. Have a good night.
He's one of my favorite people on the planet.
Whatever.
He is.
Okay.
Bobby's one of my favorite people.
You and your men.
They're favorite.
It's raining men.
Roy in North Carolina, my golf partner, one of my favorite people.
I've never known you to love a man that's not in comedy.
I don't love him.
Oh my God. You guys are like, sometimes I watch you like getting out of your car, walking to the house, and you're on the phone and you're laughing and you're walking like a girl, like a teenage girl, like talking to your bestie.
Oh, brother.
It's disgusting.
Oh, you're disgusting. Why don't you?
Is that your comeback? 30 years in the business? Jesus. That's why they give us a show, because we can come up with gems like that. Well, isn't Colin supposed to be here?
Wait, someone says I'm disrespectful to my wife.
Oh, let's see.
Thad in Utah. Thad? Whose name is Thad?
Just a name that I was given, bud.
Are you Mormon?
No, unfortunately, I'm not. Thank God.
What? No, but unfortunately, and then thank God, those don't mix. Unfortunately, you want to be, and then you say thank God.
No. They try to force you to sometimes.
And so he lives amongst.
I love Utah. The Wise Guys doesn't hire me anymore, but I just got into a new club today.
There was a big Mormon community where I grew up.
Oh, it sucks. I love living in Utah, but I tell you what, you just got a lot of things that are not normal. Right. The way they look down on my kids. The neighborhoods we live in. It ain't right. You know what I mean?
They look down on your kids?
Well, it's because that I might have a beer or I might cuss. They won't let my kids play with them. Kind of things like that.
Oh. Now
you're a bad dad, and then they're taking it out on your kids.
Basically?
How am I disrespectful to the bitch sitting across from me?
I just don't understand how when you try to correct her, she is a sweet person. From listening to you guys forever. The history I've listened to you guys for, never called before, and I just can't handle listening to you. You're so rude to her. I just don't understand why. When you jump down her throat, you jump down it for stupid reasons. I don't know why.
But here's the deal.
Thank you, Thad.
Do you like you like Thad? Here's the deal, Thad. You can't see her little smugness and how she how she.
I don't need to see her smug.
Listeners,
I don't know what smugness you're talking about.
She pushes people's buttons better than anybody, and that's what she does. She came in here not in a positive way, saying anything positive to me.
I was running because I was late.
But you came in here. You didn't say one positive thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. You look fantastic.
You're supposed to say it to her, you know.
I say it to her. I say
compliment her. You always degrade her.
Listen to me, fucking butter churner. When she came in here, I said how pretty she looked. Okay.
Better than a salad tosser.
Oh man, we got a lot of food. Food insults flying.
He must have heard that one before and had his comeback. That was too quick.
That was great.
That was too quick for a guy that.
He's probably called one of those Mormons that before when they said something to him about him being a sinner.
Yeah.
No, you can't call them nothing.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you get upset when you don't get invited to the barn building now? Like
that's not that really. You're thinking of a different.
That's Amish, but they do it too.
That's Amish.
No, they don't do. But where I grew up, there was a beautiful church, and it had a gym and a theater in it.
Well,
always does.
It was wonderful.
It always does. Well, listen, I'll try to be a little nicer to Bonnie.
Just be nice to her. You know, it's just the way that she's a sweet. You guys are funny together.
All right.
Oh my gosh, she says something, you just blow up on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. You're right. You know what? Sometimes I am a little edgy and a little grouchy, and you're right there, Thad. Thank you for pointing that out and helping me become a better person. Thank you, Thad. Happy New Year.
Thad
maybe I'll see.
Brown.
Maybe I'll see you at Wise Guys. You never know. Look? Here's in my top three.
Colin.
Don't fucking light up because he walked in.
I get excited.
You light up like fucking
When it's like somebody that like I just know when he's here that it's like
you just
he and I take you on. It's like not just me anymore.
Yeah, but it's not about fighting. This is about.
It's like when you say stupid things, then I call you out on it. Then you just get mad, But then I look over and he looks at me like, yeah, I heard it too. Suddenly, I'm not crazy.
You're like Simon and Garfunkel.
Boo, 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 and a boo, boo, boo. We had to call Dr. Steve because I think Rich is having some mental breakdown. Actually, I think he's like on his way to Alzheimer's, or maybe he already has it. But it's hard to tell because one of the early signs of Alzheimer's is that you forget words for simple things. And, And he's been doing.
Yeah.
It's like he's had Alzheimer's his whole life.
Yeah, third grade he was doing that.
I noticed, and this is what I wanted to do, and Colin's doing it. Why are you growing a beard? Is that did Epic say grow a beard for the special?
Epic's not doing my special.
You said somebody's doing your special.
No, I didn't. I said I'm doing it through New Wave.
Oh, New Wave. So do you think maybe you're trying to look like one of the characters in your one-man show? Is that why you're growing a beard? Or?
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I'm going it to be like for the Constitution show. I'm keeping it for that one, yeah.
Really? Is that
why not?
I don't know.
Thematic. It'll look cool.
I was thinking, Bonnie said I should grow a beard. I don't know why.
No.
You have a beard.
Back up.
No, I have a goatee.
You said
I should.
You said I should grow a beard.
That's how the rich people say it.
A goatee.
He will watch TV and then he'll see someone. He's never just watching a show like and escaping. It must be hard. You never get to escape because when you're watching, you're like, oh, I sit like that. Oh, I should grow a beard. Yeah. Oh, I never say things like that. It's all just filtered through.
Right. It's filtered through
narcissism.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so he saw someone with a beard and he said, should I grow a beard? I said, yeah, because I wanted to get back to the show.
Right.
Well, it is one of the sides of mental illness is narcissism. Extreme narcissists, they get so self-obsessed. So maybe you should start looking into that.
I'm not ashamed. I call people to say, how you doing? What's going on with you? This and I do a lot of that.
Just the fact that you acknowledge that you're thinking to yourself, hey, I call people to say how you doing shows a real narcissist. That's a level of, that's like meta narcissist. I call people to prove I'm not a narcissist. I think about what a great guy I am that I call people.
Like when I talked to Bobby, I asked a bunch of stuff about him the other day.
You said?
Yes. I asked. Yeah,
but for narcissists, and this is something I just learned from listening to the
DSM-4.
No,
Bonnie's reading DSM-4 and looking at you every day like
she listens to NPR nonstop, and
right.
She can't turn on Marin or whatever, whatever person she misses in L.A. that, you know what I mean, that thought they were better than her.
Friends.
Right.
Although Patton had a really nice thing to say about you today on Opie's show. So I was very...
I put Patton in one of my early movies, Naked.
Oh, yeah. What movie was it?
In it. Sushi Whore.
Oh,
wow.
But he said something nice, and we're big fans of it. Go ahead. So what were you saying?
So I don't remember.
We don't care. I want to see what I bought for $1,000 at the dentist. Hold on, this is how it works.
Narcissism. to switch it up, to care about people, to be kind to other people. It's something you have to practice on a daily basis. You do have to remind yourself. Now I'm going to call Bobby Kelly,
right,
and I'm going to ask him 5 things about himself, and I'm not going to talk about me. And then it becomes a learned thing where you don't have to think about it so much.
Why do you think it's like a sociopath?
Yeah, you have to.
Like they learn how regular people behave, and then they start saying, "Oh, that's what regular people do. That gets a good response from me."
If they hit a dog with their car, they know, oh, regular people cry. I'll make myself cry in this situation, so people don't think I'm a monster.
Yeah.
Here, look. Okay, this is $1,000. I hope you stop
look at what he's learned. Look at what he's learned from our conversation.
Okay,
he's just totally taken the converation.
He's like, here, look.
About himself.
You put this in
Instead of saying Rich, just to tell you in the future,
when you learn this.
What a non-sociopath would say was, hey, guys, I know now I'm changing it back to me. Ha, 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 laugh good-naturedly. But anyway, look at this. Instead of just going, here, look.
Here, look.
Like a psycho.
He's impossible.
What's that? To stop the, what do you have, sleep apnea?
Hold on. What?
Oh, God, you can't. There's no way. You're hard enough to look at in the night anyway.
He looks like a psycho. This looks psychotic.
It
looks like that. You ever see that movie Manhunter?
Oh, my God, yes.
Yes.
That definitely looks like something that they put into someone's mouth to keep them from biting people.
Yeah. No, this is something I've never seen before.
It's like, it's what it
really
is it's one of those plastic,
it's like
what do you call those?
It's locked in.
It's like a combination of like a.
Oh, look.
It's like a combination of a Jewish orthodontist kid from like 1972 that had serious dental problems and Lil Wayne.
What? Hold on.
It's Lil Wayne and
Please
Lil Wayne's.
Take it out.
It's Lil Wayne and Lil Wayne's agent when he was like 12.
I sometimes wake up in the middle of the night and I have you ever had this sensation where you don't know where you are, or like I don't know who he is sometimes?
Right.
Like it takes me a while to like wake up and figure it out.
It's probably healthy. It's disassociation.
I've gone to a nicer place. I have. But can you imagine if he turned over and I saw that?
You're like those girls that were caught by that guy in Cleveland for like years.
I do. I feel like that sometimes.
I can't get it out. Hold on, I can't get it out.
My personality is splintered off in order to deal with it.
Yeah, and the whole time he's going, I can't get it off.
Oh, fuck.
Good. I like that.
I'm scared I'm going to rip my teeth out. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
Hold on. This thing is stuck.
$1,000 down the drain.
But you're really going to wear that at night?
You just watch a man burn $1,000.
It's like a mouth guard with a metal thing in the middle, and then it hooks together, I guess.
It looks like an S&M, like a sick S&M thing. Like, you ever see Pulp Fiction when they have the guy...
The ball gag.
Yes, it's like a half a ball gag, half like a horse. I mean, I hate to make the old classic joke of a horse, but it is almost like a horse's bridle.
Yes, like I'm going to hook the reins up to it. Oh, my God. We got to call Dr. Steve back to walk you through it. But how can it be stuck?
Nobody can walk up. You want me to go take care of it?
You have too much juice in it and it suctioned it up.
I have thin fingers. I can take care of that for you. Want me to come over?
Oh, I don't fucking believe it.
Oh, my God.
Wait. Stop panicking. You need a little, or maybe you need some oil. Let's go down to Del Frisco's and we'll play the linguine in the call.
Why?
Stop. If you panic, you're going to make it worse.
Oh my God, he really can't get it off.
If you people could just
I feel like we could do a really good radio show now.
Yeah,
so
I think
let's
so
take
too.
some calls.
This is a good thing. It's an action that's happening.
Arthur wants to ask Rich a question.
I can't answer.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Arthur.
Rick, what's going on, man?
Fuck off. I got a thing stuck in my mouth.
What do you want to ask Rich?
He got it.
Yo, Rich, can you tell Colin to quit tweeting? Because I swear to God, man, I'm about to delete my account. His shit is awful. We're over that.
First of all,
I don't think you get it. That's the problem.
Here's the problem. You don't get a lot. Listen,
don't you enjoy a nice tweet?
A lot of people do hate
positive things in it.
Yes.
A lot of people do hate Colin, and I can see why. But they don't get him. Like they don't.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you some good diet advice today. What are you talking about?
No, hey, Colin, look, I mean, dude, I think you're hilarious. You give love to El Paso, Texas. I appreciate that.
Sure.
But God damn it, dude. Like, honestly, sometimes I look at my Twitter feed, I'm like, Stop, brother.
Why
It's so funny to me. How come it's not because I know you and I know
because you're like a little schoolgirl next to him.
I'm an inspirational tweeter. What's the problem?
You
got to think of his account as a way to live your life.
I'm gonna be dead in like a week.
You know what?
Dead in a week.
Yes, I'm dead in a week. I love El Paso.
Right.
You know what I don't like about call it when people go, look it, don't do this, I hate this. Look, I think you're funny as hell.
Bye, Arthur.
But don't do everything else. You know, They try to backhand compliment you as they're telling you what sucks about you.
Right.
And you know what? If you think he's funny, then just be happy that you found somebody who's funny.
But I think he enjoys the fact that he hates my Twitter account. That's one of the points of it, isn't it? If he didn't hate my Twitter account, it wouldn't be working.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Right?
You're a deep fellow, Colin.
I mean, I want it to be, infuriating on some level.
Of course.
Every time I think of a tweet, I start laughing just thinking of how infuriating it must be.
Right.
Read that.
But the thing is, the thing with is it satire with irony? I don't know all the differentiation.
Yeah.
But to me, the best satire, I guess, is when it so closely resembles the real thing that it's almost indistinguishable, and then it's hard to make that funny for people because then they're like, but I know people exactly like this.
I know, that's what's so horrifying about life.
God,
what's horrifying about life is that we're so close. We're so close to that ourselves.
Yes.
Never mind those people.
Right.
We're all close to that too. That's what's really horrifying.
But we have that extra thing of looking at ourselves and knowing that.
We know we're horrifying and tedious and banal and insipid.
Yes. Well, I'll explain that later, Rich.
Rich goes, well, what if Bonnie had to cut you off? What were you going to possibly say that could have done anything but make yourself look like a total ass?
It's like for 1 second he had a martini glass in his hand.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to object to this point. The insipid comment I find a little disconcerting at best. Honey, is the roast ready?
I was going to discuss, and I was going to bring up how you were in the New York Times as probably one of the best tweeters out there. And
who gives a shit?
You did, because you were telling everybody about it.
I was telling nobody about it. And it wasn't in the Times. It was in something else, but I can't remember what.
It was the Times, or the Daily, or the Post. One of the three. Yeah, those lists are horrible.
Oh, those lists are horrible. Every year they change. It's just so annoying. Everyone's like, oh, look at this. Shut your mouth.
This open mic comic, or a new comic, he wrote a top 1,000 comics on Facebook. No,
top 1,000?
Who has the time?
Who has the time to watch 1,000 comics?
And I could tell you 2 out of 3 people in this room
Googled each
that
and every
didn't
one
make
of them.
it. Oh. And I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me.
We didn't make the top
1,000. You might be in it. I don't know.
He publicly started saying Bonnie and I aren't good enough in the top 1,000.
No, I said we weren't 1,000.
Guess who was in the top 1,000?
I thought we were
this one right here.
Yeah, you were 858.
And,
how could you?
It's not in order. It's not in order.
Yes, it is.
How could you? It's not in order.
Vinny, what do you want to say quickly?
I just want to compliment you, Bonnie. You're awesome. I love you. I love Colin. Can Rich put that thing back in his mouth again?
Oh, good call. Good
Nailed
call.
You.
Got me. Good call. Best call of 2015 so far.
I literally was afraid that you were going to start choking on that thing. It was going to turn into like a horrible tragedy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I was like, Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think when it comes to Rich's death, the word horrible needs to be used.
That's funny. Really?
A mild disappointment.
I don't know. Do you think that if you died, that I would have to live a spinster life after that? Like I'm damaged goods, right? After you, who wants to be after
you
Voss?
were damaged goods when I met you. Don't act like after me.
Come on, Bonnie. Don't sell yourself short.
Don't sell yourself short.
You think I could overcome the Voss stigma?
They'd be lining up at the stand.
Yes. Don't think you can't find another guitar act.
Who's the first guy? Who's the first guy that would hit on Bonnie if Voss died? Let's answer that. So let's think about that.
I know who it is, but I'm not going to say it.
All right. I'll say right now. Ready? First guy right after Voss. I'm so sorry, Bonnie. If there's anything you need, and then a few weeks later, he's like, how you doing? Let me take you to lunch when the time is right. Who's that guy? She knows, but she won't say.
Why not? You can say. Not Gary.
No, not Gary.
I would.
Gary Valentine?
See, no. Gary,
I would like
Gary Valentine.
It's like the men that he has crushes on. Those are the ones that he's going to be most upset by.
I think Colin. It would be Colin would call up and say, "Hey, look, can you come over and help me on this script?"
Yeah, but he really would want me to help him on the script.
True. Okay.
I'd go over thinking like, "Hey, maybe I got a shot at this."
Yeah.
And then the whole time he'd be like, "And then what do you think of this part? How about the structure?" And I'd be like, "Wait, when are we gonna?"
Yeah.
What would happen if he took his shirt off and just everything just dropped?
It cannot be worse than some of the other people that I slept with.
True. He looks good though.
I'm coming back.
Who's the guy that would hit on you right away? You're not.
Let's make some speculations.
I'm just joking.
She was joking. She doesn't want to say now. She's wisely decided to put it to rest.
White or black?
Oh.
I've not. No black men have crossed my mind. In this conversation,
she is Canadian.
It's not that; it's that
she's Canadian.
So you're thinking a comic? What comic?
I'm
thinking of the betrayal. No. I'll tell you who it is. You ready? We each get one. How about we each get one guess, and if we nail it, she has to say it, and if we don't nail it, we drop it.
Okay.
DeRosa.
Oh, that's a good goddamn guess.
Can I just tell you this?
No.
DeRosa
has already hit on you.
Almost hates me. So
he's already hit on you.
It's not like he barely puts up with me.
Yeah, I don't think DeRosa gets young, nice, hot pussy.
Yeah, he's not going to go for this old thing.
Yeah, he does. DeRosa does pretty well.
Oh no, but he does have an old lady fetish.
That's true.
So.
Ready?
Yeah.
No, it's not him. Who the fuck?
I like that we got to guess without guessing. That was good, boss. You cheated without, so we got to guess, but it didn't count.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you get.
Well, people we know are married. Like Bobby's married.
Right.
Norton doesn't like girls.
But in my scenario, Bobby's wife dies in a car accident with you for some reason.
Is that a nice thing to say? The night he's doing Unmasked? The Friday before his special comes out?
Ready?
I just want him to hit on me. Is that
who? Bobby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Rich picked that up.
Yeah, no,
she was making a joke that her and Bobby were getting together, but you just took it as, she really want.
Like what? Like I have a thing against his wife?
Yes, stupid. She was trying to make a joke.
I know that she wants Bobby to be the guy.
Right.
But it was stupid. It wasn't a good joke.
Okay,
it was fine. Not when you say car accident with people. That's never fine.
Oh, I didn't realize Voice has his
we're saying a car accident with you.
What's that?
Do you want it to be some other kind of accident?
Yeah. What do you want it to be? With Voice,
a skiing accident, a horse hitting you in the head,
a golf accident.
Oh, yeah.
That would be poetic justice. Would be of golf accident. Only it would have to be, or for Voice, it would be like 78 West or 80.
That's the highway.
Yeah, those are the Jersey one-nighters that we used to all do.
Well, I think that the golf thing is the right thing, but it's got to be his ball. His ball hits a tree. And he's playing the best game of his life. His ball hits a tree, comes back.
That's from Caddyshack.
Well, I draw from the best.
This is how fucked up I am. I was working Rhode Island. I think it was Rhode Island, and it was drizzling, but it was still like 48 degrees. So I said, "Fuck it, I'll go play 9 holes." Nobody on the course, not one person. They wouldn't let carts out. It was too wet, so I had to walk. I'm walking with my umbrella. It's like 4 weeks ago. And I'm having a panic attack because I think a bear is going to come out of the woods and maul me. But there's probably not a bear within a fucking 500 miles of Rhode Island. But the whole time I'm walking through there, I'm fucking having an anxiety attack that I'm going to die from a bear.
Why wouldn't there be bears in Rhode Island?
I don't know.
I mean, I would assume there are bears there.
All right, let's get back to who's going to hit on Bonnie.
All right.
Hold on, he's getting a call. It might be important.
No, it's Buffalo, though. And I'm going up there.
Oh, so
maybe
I bet it's the
when
club.
are you in Buffalo this weekend?
I'm going to guess club.
It's a club called Helium Comedy Club. Maybe you've heard about it.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. I'm going there. It's going to be like 5 degrees.
I'm in Minneapolis next week. It's going to be colder.
You are?
Not this week. Next week.
Where?
The New Hope Cinema.
Oh, how was that?
I don't know. I never did it. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh.
Helium's great in Buffalo.
You guys don't know cold till you've been inside my vagina.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, the guy that's going to hit on it. Ready? Let's think this through. I think, shit.
No, he's married.
You guys, I know who it is.
Who is
I know,
it?
but we want to guess. Let's have the fans
Is anybody,
call.
yeah, can anybody guess? Somebody says Jim Florentine. I don't know if that means
yes.
Jacob.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Are you guessing Jim Florentine?
Yeah, I'm guessing Jim Florentine.
Well,
No,
That's not a bad
I'd
guess.
be so lucky. I'd be so lucky, Jacob.
he's one of the
Actually,
night.
it was because Colin kind of sounded like him whenever he was going through the spiel.
That's a
about how he
compliment,
would do
by
it.
the way.
Sound like Florentine?
Yeah, because Florentine's voice, there's something about it that is, I feel like, in a way, I mean, he's a very funny guy. and
Hypnotic.
But that's his bread and butter.
Like David Copperfield?
It's something about it.
Yeah, he's and
Florentine's voice, yeah.
and one of the nicest guys on the planet.
Thanks.
He's in my top
Thanks for that.
5. He's in my top 5.
For people that you want to have sex with?
No.
Yeah.
Me too.
I
We
think-
finally come together.
I don't
on
know who's
something.
Ty. I think Colin and Bobby are Ty. Unless Colin gets a show, then he goes back
You're
to
not
Frank's place.
you're not talking sexual, right?
No, I don't. I can never be attracted to a comic.
Okay.
Male.
This guy, for Eric from Denver, who do you think it would be?
It'd be Dane Cook.
No.
That's right. We forgot about old Dane. You guys have
Been
unfinished.
there, done that.
There you go. Rich, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, from the movie.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what?
Boy.
I was like
Great movie, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Great movie. Bonnie, you're awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Rich,
Whenever anyone gives me a compliment, I cut his compliment to you off, Rich. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
You know what? See,
But anytime anyone gives me a compliment, do you notice like I turn into someone, like I'm all, and then someone gives me a compliment, I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
you know when.
Oh, thank you very much.
Every time you get a compliment, all I could picture is one article of clothing coming off. Dane,
I don't get what that means.
When someone says you're funny,
it does resonate in my vaginal area.
Then how could you not get what I just said?
Yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't know if it meant like later.
Right, that's
for
what I thought it
you
meant.
or whatever.
Okay, look at one-sided guest. You could take my side on some
But
things.
I thought the same thing.
Oh. Dane, who I talked to before the movie, he tweeted our movie, I said I was going to watch it, and he never got back to me. I wonder if he hated it. And
He probably didn't want people to know that we slept together.
Who would want that? But who?
I know. He said, "Don't ever tell anyone," and I made a movie about it.
Who do you think he? I wonder if he hated it.
The movie?
Yeah.
I think what probably happened was he tweeted about it and didn't watch it.
No, he said he was going to watch it on the plane going
Yeah,
somewhere.
but
he
people
said he
say
was?
they're gonna, and then
then
they
he must
don't.
have done it.
How
We
would he
don't
not
know a word.
How would he not
No
watch
one's
a
ever
movie?
booked him.
How would he not watch a
well.
movie he's in? How is he not going to watch it?
Because he's in real movies. Oh, this guy thinks it's going to be. Go ahead, Kevin. What's your who do you think?
I think it's Anthony.
Whoa, good
Anthony.
guess.
He does have I've always wanted to date someone with a compound.
Yeah,
And after being married to a Jew,
yeah,
you might want to go the other direction.
yeah,
I know, but see, the problem is you're 25 years too old for him.
That's true.
that's true.
All right. Thanks for your suggestion.
Thank you, though. Anthony was a good guess.
Oh, I like this one at the bottom.
Oh,
Who is it?
Rich from New Hampshire.
Hey guys, first of all, I watched your documentary. It was
a cockumentary.
fantastic last night. Sorry, Bonnie. Yes,
Thank you.
documentary. It was fantastic. And
you.
I think the man that would hit on you after Voss hopefully dies is Judy Gold.
Hang up on him. He said hopefully dies.
Oh, man.
He got nervous. See, that's how they get blocked on Twitter.
We know, Rich. We know you're like the king of blocking on Twitter.
Well, Chris, what do you say about Rich and his jokes about dying?
It's getting old. It's getting real fucking old. The jokes about dying, and if you mention a black person, it's, don't say that. That's
Who?
funny? That's funny to you?
Are you talking to me? About me?
Yes, he's talking about you.
No, he's not insulting you. He's just saying that your jokes are old and played out, and you're a one-note guy. But
Well,
not
he's
bad
saying
mouth.
that you always get mad. Anytime anybody says a death joke, you get mad about it.
first
You
of
have
all-
your two things. You don't like poop jokes, death jokes, or
I don't
me
like poop
talking
material.
about fucking black
I
people.
don't like poop material either. It's
It's hacky. Whoever does poop material,
It's easy.
It's stupid. Second of all, I'm
There's
releasing
always a new take on
Listen,
poop, you guys.
I'm
It's
releasing
universal.
my
You
fourth.
understand, but
These fucking O&A fucking idiots. I'm releasing my fourth fucking CD. Okay, I do fucking a new hour every cup. I don't do it every year like fucking Norton and Louie. Okay, because I have fucking 3 kids and a family. So I go on the road and I have a little more. Although Louie does have a family too. But what I'm saying is, so don't say I do fucking whatever.
Who do you, Eric
I think he
from
was
New
saying
York,
that
who do you think it's going to be?
But can I just correct? I think the guy was saying on the radio when somebody makes a death joke, you get mad.
No, when somebody wishes death on somebody, I get mad. I don't get mad at that. When someone called here.
It really annoyed me when you go car accidents are off limits. That bugged me.
No. Someone called here once. We were talking about Fez from Ron, and someone called and goes, I hope he died. You know, when someone says, I hope you die, I don't think that's funny. I don't think there's humor in saying, I hope someone dies. I just think it's fucked up. I don't know. Certain things tick me off. And that one on Twitter.
What? They do what to you?
Tick me off.
Oh, man.
And I
didn't know your anger went to that level.
He's really cheesed off about that.
I don't want to get ticked off.
It sounds like you're sick of the lack of civility in society today. The breakdown of shut up. Nobody cares. I like when people go, get AIDS, die, please die in a fire.
So then why do you go just watch
funny.
Norton every week?
Eric, who do you think? Eric from New York.
I'm in the presence of greatness right now. I have Rich Voss, Bonnie McFarlane, and the great Colin Quinn in studio. I think it's going to be little Kevin Hart.
Oh, man.
By the way, little Kevin Hart has a monster, no surprise. Yes. A giant, multicolored penis.
It's monstrous.
Because one time I was on stage, and Carrie Caravis went to go see it in the bathroom, and then she came out and she goes, it's like 4 different colors.
What?
I had it on tape for a couple of years.
Why would that be?
I was taping my set.
No, not why you were taping it. I don't give a shit, Colin. Why would it be 4 different colors? I don't understand that. Just the pigmentation is different?
Well, I just think it was probably just a couple of colors. You know, who knows?
It's just
Maybe
so big, it ran out of, you know.
Right.
It ran out of dark pigment?
Right, probably purple in some air. Who knows?
Well, you know somebody else. Gary, who do you think? Because Rich thinks this guy has a soup can.
Who, Keith Robinson? I heard his fucking unit is fucking...
That was my guess, Keith Robinson.
How about the guy with the, speaking of giant cat, what about Kurt Metzger? He'd jump right in, Bonnie.
He's already got like a girlfriend and 18 side pieces. I mean, the guy
he doesn't have side pieces.
Yeah, he does. It's all fine. They're
I know
okay with it.
He set it up a long time ago. Exactly.
Yeah, they're good with that.
How do you know this stuff?
We all know. That's common knowledge.
Well, also I've done Race Wars a few times.
Ooh, the other podcast. You mentioned another podcast.
Did you hear about Sherrod choking Mark Norman?
Yes, I heard the whole drama.
Isn't it great?
That's who I was going to pick.
Who, Mark Norman?
Yeah.
He would hit on you?
No, I just only wanted to bring up his name for some reason so I could get to this story.
Why didn't you just bring the story up?
I don't know. It just seemed a more clever way to do it.
Yeah,
he's trying to make it organic.
I know, like every network. We're looking to be organic, whatever the fuck that means.
That's what they say?
Yeah.
Wait,
I love... Oh, what?
This guy, James, who do you think?
Well, I was going to reach back a little bit and say John Stamos.
Yeah. Remember how mad you got? You thought that he would never, obviously.
What happened?
She fucking...
If he did, I would go for it.
She'd have to go for it. All girls love John Stamos.
I was in L.A., and then we're at the Laugh Factory, and she's upstairs sitting with...
Stamos?
Stamos, and what's his name? Who's that comic?
Dave Coulier?
No, the one that fucking
T.J. Miller. T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller. Okay, they're all pontificating, and fucking Bonnie's like, so
no,
I come up there. She wouldn't even introduce me as her husband. I think she said, "Oh, that's a comic, Rich Voss."
No, I said this is my husband, but don't let that stop you from what's going on with us.
Next thing, okay, so
John Stamos likes funny people,
Yes,
so.
and I leave L.A. because she was staying there. She was writing on some show.
Listen, you think there was a huge blowout fight?
I come home and she's following him on Twitter.
There was a huge blowout fight.
Not that night.
Yes, there was. Don't you remember? Because I wouldn't go to another club with you because I was working there, and I was tired and I wanted to go home.
The old time I want to go home.
You know how many times I've dealt with that in my life?
I went to L.A. for 4 to 6 weeks, I don't remember now, to write the pilot for this show.
Look, she's acting professional now because she's guilty. I went to L.A. to write the pilot for this show.
No, and then Rich didn't want me to go. I took Raina with me.
No, I did not want you to go. I did not.
But
I never said don't go.
She said, Raina,
but
I'm
I had
putting you
to
on the
take
couch.
Raina with me.
Because I already had road work.
I got like one of those apartment hotel things. And
it was nice. It was pretty nice.
Oakwoods, where all the singing kids are. Yeah. And
remember we saw
I had to get a nanny to come every day. Then
you could fuck Stamos, of course.
So I'd go to work, do the writing, come home, and then... I had
Why are you turning? We're just talking about one story.
I was so tired; it was exhausting to do this.
Yeah.
And then he came to visit for 2 days.
So you didn't want him to visit,
and he wanted to go out, and I was like, I have to get up and go to work in the morning, and then I have no time off because then I have to deal with Raina. Then I have to And then you got mad that I wouldn't go to another to hang out with you at another club because I was just going home to sleep. I was going to relieve the babysitter.
All I know is I come home and all of a sudden she's following Stamos on Twitter.
So then I just joined Twitter literally 2 weeks prior to that.
Right. I not 2 weeks. You were on Twitter.
I wasn't on Twitter very long. I started following Stamos. He's the only famous person really.
Does he follow you?
No.
Really?
And he said he would never fuck me.
Can we check that?
But on Tuesday, Stamos would.
I don't think I follow him anymore.
On a Tuesday or Wednesday, she'd be good fucking practice for the weekend. That's what it was. It was a weeknight. So why wouldn't he fuck her on a Tuesday, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Because I think, like, guys, they'd like to take Tuesday or Wednesday off if they've got a lot of shit going on.
Well, a guy like
weekend.
Stamos probably after 30 years straight of fucking every guy.
Yeah, I mean, and also it's like he's probably going to go for somebody that's like a little bit harder to get.
No,
do you know what I mean? Because he wants to.
No, I'm telling you, I met Stamos. He's the kind of guy that really likes.
Don't make this worse, Colin.
Funny people. So I'm saying right now, he's
why did he fuck you?
No, but he's probably sick and tired.
Why do you say no like it was a serious question? Fucking idiot.
Yeah, and you even darted around like, I don't know if that counts. And then in your head, and then no.
All I'm saying is I can see it happening. The boss is not, you're not of the, you know.
No, I know. And
first of all, I have never given Voss any reason to believe that I would cheat on him. I've never done anything
That was
wrong.
well phrased.
She followed Stamos.
I've never given Voss any reason to believe or any evidence whatsoever.
But if I said I've never done anything wrong,
I said I've never done anything. Instead, you said I've never given him any reason to believe.
Thank you.
Get a private detector. I'll give you all,
a private detector.
You know.
Hold on. Here's one right here.
Yeah, get a Greek cock detector.
Get a private detective, and I'll give you all the passwords to everything. Look, check it out.
You're good.
Clean.
You're an actress. You're good. You're good.
God.
She'll give you the passwords. First of all, I like the fact you don't have the passwords. Second of all,
Why would
I guarantee you one thing, not to start trouble, but that's what I'm here for. I guarantee he won't do the fucking same for you. You can't have his passwords.
Yeah.
There's some filthy porn on there. You don't even want to see.
I don't even look at I don't watch porn.
Shut up.
Ask her. I don't like fucking porn. What are you kidding me? Because I can't get what I want. So it's just fucking horrible. Who wants fucking porn?
Listen, you should be happy she wasn't up there with Dave Coulier. He's Canadian, too.
A couple of people are saying Dan Soda. And they're saying it the way you say it.
Dan Soder.
Nah.
Soder.
What? He'll wangle that big cock around. He's probably got a monster cock himself.
He's probably got a monster cock. You can tell by the way he walks, he kind of has to lean a little.
You know what, first of all, you know what I hate where girls emphasize, like, what makes a man whole, like the size of his cock.
First of all, I've never done that. I don't even like big cock. You know I have a tiny vagina. I was making a joke.
But
don't say you don't like big cock, because I have a decent... Who the fuck says that to their husband?
I've never dated anyone with a big cock.
I hate clean pussies. You know what I hate about clean pussies?
Then it's a good thing we're together.
Bonnie says she was making a joke, but I'll tell you the truth. I didn't sound like jokes like this. He probably has a big cock.
I know.
Her voice went down like her voice was down to almost a whisper of worship on Dan's cock.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, if Dan doesn't have a big cock, we're all disappointed because he looks like the prototype of a big cock.
Could you imagine if, like, he just had some little...
That's why he's just, mediocre, because he's too confident in life. I'm only kidding. I'm a fan. All right, we're going to take a break. Where are you at this weekend?
I'm
a fan.
I feel like if you say someone on the radio, if you say a man has a big cock, you can trash him in any other department. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. And it should be that way.
Yes. If the guy has a big cock, he doesn't need to. He doesn't need your fucking pity on his fucking shit act.
So do you want to listen? Leave him alone. He doesn't have a shit act. He's an up and comer. I'm telling you, the people to look for this year: him, Joe List, Mark Norman.
Joe List. He's a good comic, if you know what I'm saying.
I've never seen him once in my life.
Oh, she's seen his cock.
I've never seen him.
He's got what it takes.
I've never seen him one time. I've never seen him one time, but everybody says how great he is. I've never seen him do stand-up ever in my life.
He's really funny.
Is he really?
Yeah.
It's
really
funny. Really? Like, I've never seen him. Like, to me...
They're all funny.
They're all funny.
There's a lot of funny fucks, man.
No, I know.
It's like somebody released the formula.
I mean, I think, you know,
they all grew up watching fucking Comedy Central.
Good comics. They watched good comedy.
Here's the thing about funny, and this isn't, and I talked about this on the show before. Tough crowd.
I know who I would go after. I just realized.
Who?
If you died.
If God forbid.
If God were to shine his light down upon me in the form of your death. The Greg Gutfeld.
Oh.
Keep it up. Keep talking like she's had a crush on him.
I don't know why. I just do.
He goes to my gym.
Yeah, you couldn't tell either one of you go to your gym.
I feel like he's the kind of guy that we would stay up late debating. You know, I'm a liberal, he's a conservative. We'd have these like really, funny.
She wants to be like.
How come when we have those conversations,
James Carville and fucking.
Yes.
How come when we have those conversations,
because you get mad and you don't put any comedy into it?
Because you act on your emotions, not your intellect. You have no intellect when it comes to politics.
See, he doesn't talk to me like that.
Yeah, good, because you're on his TV show.
Funny.
He's not going to. Yeah, you're a good 5-minute spot. Relax.
But
you're not an all-nighter and all.
What does that tell you about? What does that tell you about women? That all the guys was got big cock. This one, she's like Greg Gutfeld. We have these debates, these intellectual debates. It's great.
Yeah, but she reads his book. He is a smart guy, and he's funny, and he's nice. I would let her go with him. I would give him my blessing.
But he's married, so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure people
You'd have
would
to get God. You'd have to talk to God.
It'd have to be one of those other situations. That thing you don't like talking about.
Yeah.
That
you don't
automobile humor you don't go for. That we like, the skidding and the
I don't like it.
Loud sounds and the blood in the ambulance. You know, that joke you don't approve of.
So when Sherrod choked Mark Norman.
Right.
We're going to break.
Well, in a second. Okay. You wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, I wanted to
I heard the full
happened.
story today.
Is that like when Harry met Sally?
Why doesn't Sherrod call in? Tell us.
He's on Race Wars right now.
Oh, it's a great show.
I don't know if he'll want to talk about it. You know, listen, it's a big community, the comedy community, and some people don't see eye to eye at some point, but they always work it out. Like, one time, this comic, when I was on a date, pulled a chair from under, and I fell on, I almost fucking, I turned around to hit him. I turned around to hit him, and I don't know why I stopped. I don't know why.
Who was it?
Steve Byrne. You know, he pulled a chair, and I fell, and I got up, and I just stopped.
Because you thought you got arrested for a hate crime.
Yeah, because he's Asian.
I wouldn't have got arrested.
He's taking it seriously.
You thought you might take an under 5 on Sullivan's son.
That's right. Listen.
I might still have a chance here if I play my cards right.
Oh, Steve, that was very impolite.
He didn't have Sullivan and Son then. He just had.
But you knew it was coming.
I don't even think he had.
You knew he was going to get something.
I don't even think he had. What's his name? Who's the actor that loves
Vince
him?
Vaughn.
I don't even think he had Vince Vaughn then on the side.
He didn't have Vince Vaughn's phone number.
All he had then was
email.
He had the backseat to Dove's car probably. But
do you know a funny story about Rich and Vince Vaughn? We were in a sushi restaurant in Los Angeles, and he was like, "Oh, there's Vince Vaughn," and then he spent the entire dinner going like this. Like, I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I think I see someone." But he was trying to get out of so that Vince Vaughn, should he look over, could see his face.
And then Vince
do you know what I'm saying?
Because Rich thought Vince Vaughn was going to go, "Hey, it's Rich Voss."
When we were leaving, he goes, Vince Vaughn goes, "Hey, funny guy," but he might have been talking about like how he was acting.
No,
he said funny guy, but he couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
That happens to me. I told you the biggest insult was when I went to the party and Ellen DeGeneres, who had known my name, I fucking opened for her, and she knew my name even 2 years before that when I was and then I was at a party. It was probably 4 years later. It was like 2007, whatever. And then I was like, "Hey, Ellen," and she goes, "Hey, how's comedy going, friend?" And she starts talking to me like that, like just talking about comedy.
Were you clean shaven at the time? Because maybe she thought she was looking in a mirror.
No, she's in better shape than Colin.
Ellen.
She dances.
I dance like
Ellen
Ellen.
looks like you.
Do you know, I was working Bananas once, and Kathy Lamon goes, "Where do I know you from?" Or, "What's your name?" I go, "We did 100 one-nighters together, and you're not even that big enough to say, where do I know you?" Like, what, do I know you?
Or like a comic that's
like Vanessa Hollingshead. What, do I know you? You know what I mean? It's
Well, that's like when people that are out of the business and then they run into you and they go, "You still doing it?" You're like, "Yeah, I'm still around. You're the one who left."
Oh.
All right, we're taking a break.
Colin's in Buffalo this weekend at Helium. I'll be at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights this weekend. Next week at the New Hope Cinema in Minneapolis. Do not forget, Friday night, Bobby Kelly's special will appear on Comedy Central this Friday. Watch it. Very funny. Our movie's on Netflix. We'll be right back. Listen here. Listen to this part. Right here. How beautiful is this?
Oh, God.
How beautiful is it?
Did you know, Colin, that he was so into such beauty? All right, that's good.
Thank you. Take a call. Take Voices.
No, I just want to hear this one before we get into.
What, Bonnie's a great comedian now?
Yeah, from Texas.
Then
Adrian.
Yeah, hello?
Hello, you're
What's
on.
going on?
Hey, guys. No, I was just calling because obviously Opie had Fan Knoxville earlier today, and he said that Bonnie McFarlane is a great comedian.
Well,
yes.
Letting you know, and Opie was just like, "Oh, man, thank God he said that because I would have been in trouble." So, I don't know, I was just laughing, because what happened last time. And
okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you. How many teardrops do you have under your eye?
Jesus Christ.
What was he saying?
It's too complicated. I guess like Opie was listing female comics once, right?
No, a long time, yeah. Opie was listening to female comics. They came in and didn't mention Bonnie's name.
But it was more complicated than that.
And then we went on the air and Bonnie fucking smashed Opie.
I trashed him to be funny. It was meant to be funny. Then the next day, he did something where he made everyone go on Twitter and say I was a great comedian, and it was mean spirited.
Right.
But people were saying I was a great comedian, so I liked it anyway.
Right. So and then
even
today,
though it was aggressively.
Patton was in today, and he said something, and he was bringing up female comics, and he said Bonnie's name first, and Opie goes, "Thank God you brought her name up." You know what I mean?
Right. He didn't relish another trashing from the trash goddess.
So go to John in Georgia real quick, and then.
So somebody said Bonnie's a great comedian. This one says Voss, you're a faggot.
Are people still using those terms?
That really is homophobic.
Are you supposed to say the T, or is it fago?
Fago.
John?
Faggot.
Yes, I'm here.
How? In what aspect?
Well, Voss and Rich, Bonnie, I love you both. I just want to tell you, if you play that kind of music again, would you please bring Judy Gold in to back it up?
He does have a good point. That song was almost a gay anthem back in the 70s.
Really? I like the Supremes. I like Diana Ross. I like
the Supremes. That's not Supremes. That's Diana Ross.
Yes,
solo.
Diana Ross.
Who was a gay icon.
Yeah, so
the guy's got a point, you know what I mean?
Barbara Streisand had a great voice, so would she.
Exactly, and if you played a Barbara Streisand song right now, we'd all think the same thing.
Jim David has a great voice. Sometimes you like... Sometimes you like a good voice, that's all.
Yeah.
But, you already hung up on it. Hey, listen, if you want to call in, 866-969-1969. Colin, when are you taping your special?
Oh, I'm really looking at I think it's 24th.
Of this month?
Yeah.
Where? In
Tarrytown.
Oh, what theater?
The Tarrytown, the big theater out there.
Whoa.
I sounded Canadian, the big theater out there.
The big one, eh?
Yeah.
That's the only one we got?
Yeah, 800 seats. See, that's Canada. It's the only one we got. That's what they say about everything. It's the only one we got. It's the only one.
We were in a hotel in Canada, a real shithole, little small town. We thought the bed was the most uncomfortable bed we ever saw. It probably was. It was a mattress on a wooden platform they built. And Bonnie, we went down to complain on how uncomfortable the bed was. And what did the guy say?
I said, the bed's really uncomfortable. He goes, that's your opinion, eh?
What an asshole.
And we just looked at him and then turned around and went back to our room. Like there was nothing that could be done at that point.
And then we went out.
Nothing you can say to that.
Wait, then we went out for, what food did we go out for?
We went and had, this is in my hometown. We went and had
fajitas?
Fajitas. We ordered the fajitas, and the chicken came with teriyaki sauce on it.
Here we go. What kind of fajita?
Oh.
To be fair, this was years ago.
Right. And we said to the waitress.
So maybe Mexico hadn't gotten that far yet.
So we said to the waitress, these don't taste like...
I go, you can't put teriyaki sauce. It's Mexican. She goes, we've never had anyone complain.
So everywhere we went in Canada, we
were
left
making
the trail.
trouble.
Right.
And no one recognized me until I walked into the porn store. Remember?
Yeah.
And
I thought you just said at the beginning of the show you didn't watch porn.
No, I don't. But there was toys. I wanted to buy a toy.
Oh.
And
look how excited this face gets when he says that.
So you're taping. Are you doing? How many shows are you taping? Just one or two?
One.
One?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess one.
Why are you shocked? You said one or two. If you said, how many did you taking? Two? And then I said one. Then you can get one. But you said one or two. And I said one. You're like, one?
Well, because some comics do tape one. But yours is a one-man show, so you can get it in one.
If I screw it up, I screw it up. What can I do?
You don't. It doesn't matter when you're taping. You can stop and go over and do it again. That's called editing. That's all
I don't need to worry about nothing.
No.
Just throw it out there. Fuck this shit.
And now, when are you going to come out with
Sounds
a
like
new...
somebody who's put their vision board together already.
When are you going to... She had one of those.
The power of positive thinking.
She had
Why
one.
not?
By
she
Colin
cut out
Quinn.
everything.
No, I didn't. You're totally lying.
No, I'm not. You know,
you are.
Yeah, really? You know how you're lying when you raise your left hand saying, I'm lying? That's how we know you're lying.
No, I never did. We one time went to a friend's house, the girl that Gary used to date. Yeah. And we all did it as just for some reason. I just had a baby. I'm not like sitting around cutting things out.
You did, but...
that one time, but it was like a lot of people there doing it.
Well, that doesn't make any excuse. If a gangbang, you're still in a gangbang. You know what I mean?
I know, but you're peer pressured into it. You've never been peer pressured into a gangbang?
No, I've never been peer pressured into cutting out... What do you call people can go ahead, just take a call. I don't know.
No,
I'm
just
trying to interview Colin about his special, but it's going nowhere. I'm not a good interviewer.
There's nothing to say about it.
You need to practice. You need to practice talking to somebody about their thing without trying to filter it through the Rich Foss.
I didn't filter it through my narcissism, okay?
Yeah, because you said one show.
Yeah, now, one show.
But wait, you already have a new 1 hour special when this is already done.
Yeah, I'm working on that one. That's what I'm doing in Buffalo this weekend and Philly next weekend. I'm doing my new show.
How do you prepare for it? I mean, at this point, you've done it enough, you think?
Yeah, no, I just, I always tape my sets, like any good comic.
Mm-hmm.
I just listen and listen and listen and write down little notes, and then I go on, and it's like working out. It's great.
But when's the last time you did it?
Last night.
Oh, wow.
You did a whole hour?
Unconstitutional, I haven't done in months. In months, I haven't done Unconstitutional.
Isn't that the one you're taping, or you're taping?
Yeah, that's the one I'm taping, and that's going to be a tough week. I'm going to have to listen to it a bunch, maybe work it out at Creek and Cave, hopefully, and then bust it out and put it up. But yeah, that's going to be tough, because I haven't done that since early July.
And you've been going to brokerage working on the new one?
It's so long.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a...
No, I know. I've got to really get it together.
Pejorative.
But, I mean, you do all these, like... Do you go on stage now, when you go on, because I haven't seen, like when you go on the road or you going on, is it all based on the one-man show, or are you doing straight stand-up? Like
no, it's all one-man show, because the one-man show is stand-up-y, so it's not really ever... I mean, you can only be so thematic, as you know, in a club. Yeah. You could do a lot more than you think you could do connecting stuff, but you can't do the whole, people are just used to like the subject changing, or, they just drinking, or you can't.
It's hard to hold their attention that long.
You can't acknowledge that you're not changing the subject. You know what I mean?
Okay, so when you did that one bit about the subway and the ski lift and all that,
right?
When you did that one, when you first came up with, I kind of remember. When did you think that one bit would turn into a one-person show? Like, when did you go?
No, I never thought about that. I just thought about what I wanted to write about was, because now that's. I don't even know. I mean, that became, I guess that's the theme of the show.
That's the basis, the foundation.
The theme is how it used to be in Brooklyn and how it is now. But then it became on immigration too. It's like it's all kinds of ethnic stuff. But I mean, now it's even better with all the racial tension. It's even better as far as people are just like you just start talking about all the stuff that goes on.
Do you think that it's I like jokes where the tension is really high.
Yes.
As I'm telling it, and then you break the tension and you get the big laugh. I feel like that's the biggest laughs you can get.
I don't know if they're the biggest. I say a really, really dumb dick joke could get the biggest laugh. But next to that, those laughs, those are what we live for, right? I mean, all of us really live, on one level is to do jokes that everybody identifies with and goes, oh my God, nobody ever thought of that. And the other thing is, wait a minute, what are you going to say?
Yeah, raise
How
the tension.
dare you bring up that subject, the elephant, and bring it up?
But it's because it could so easily...
It could so easily go there. And sometimes it does go the other way.
Do you get mad when you tell a joke that you think is one of your better ones or clever ones or better, and they don't laugh, and you're going, the one you like?
I feel like my whole career. That's what my whole career is.
You're going like, what the fuck do you want?
I used to be on SNL making faces and grumbling at the audience. It's, because I felt that way even then.
It's like sometimes clubs can be detrimental to you. You know what I mean?
They can.
And sometimes it depends what level.
That means bad for your teeth? Detrimental? Is that what
I said? No, detrimental. I said.
No, you didn't play it back. But anyway.
No, we don't do that here.
Ooh.
We don't do that. We don't play back Rich Voss here. Okay? We don't put things on the door.
Jay
we don't make fun
Jersey.
of Rich Voss here. Because this isn't...
This is the safe space. This is a safe space for Rich Voss.
What's up, guys? I just wanted to call in. Bonnie, I feel for you, man. I experienced Voss, snapping on me. And not understanding it. A regular joke. It wasn't anything fancy.
Are you a comedian?
No, not even close. Just on Twitter, I wrote a little joke after he said the next show is January 6th. So I wrote, wait a fucking year, why don't you? And sure enough, I get this mean text back from Voss and I tweet back saying, what the fuck, jerk off? Going at me. I'm like, it was a joke. It's a couple days. It's next year. And
Wait. Start again, because I kind of remember this guy.
Yes.
What was the joke?
Wait. What? Start from the beginning. What did you tweet first?
No, you first tweeted that the next show is January 6th.
Oh, for this, for the radio show, yeah.
I was stoked, and so then I wrote, wait a whole fucking year, why don't you? And then you're like, what the fuck? What's the deal? You got all pissed off.
Because it was before the end of last year.
Yeah.
Nah, there was something else. See, even your voice is aggravating.
No, exactly. No. Actually, Jay.
No, listen.
I'm going to just... I know enough about this situation and the tweeting is that... And also... It's hard to imagine, but a lot of comedians are like this. They're very literal. So Rich does not get jokes a lot of the time, especially on Twitter. And I'm not saying that to be mean to you.
No.
I'll say other things to be mean to you in a minute.
Yeah.
But you're very literal. Even when I'm joking with you, and I'll just say I'll make a reference.
Right.
Why?
That I think will be funny. He'll be like, he doesn't understand why I would
Please
say
let him
that.
finish. This trashing is really making me feel good.
Are you
right
taking
now.
a caller's side over the guy?
No, listen, because a lot of times
that packs
I'm the one who gets all the he blocked me.
Yes.
Tweets.
I get it too.
And
I get a lot of complaints.
About
me?
Tell Voss to unblock me.
Unblock me.
Look it.
But just wait,
go ahead.
because you don't know exactly how Twitter works, and I've tried to explain this to you. Sometimes his name will be added. They'll be having a conversation about something totally different, but nobody's taken his name off, so the conversation will have gone on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he'll just suddenly start reading somebody calling somebody else or something.
And he'll think it's him.
And he blocks them.
Not all the time.
And sometimes the person is even sticking up for him, and he blocks them because he doesn't go look at the conversation.
But I think Voss just defended himself very eloquently. He goes, not all the time.
Okay, but let me tell you about... Here's
what... a hole puncher, by the way, my rewards card needs a hole puncher. This thing broke at the time.
Let me tell you what kind of person this is calling. Hold on. Hold on, I'm going to tell you what kind of person this guy is calling, okay?
I got to hear this.
Okay, you're going to, because you're listening. Okay. He calls, you know what he is? He's like he's the ones that always, when they want to trash you or do this, they put at Opie, at Jim. Hey, guess what? I said to Rich, or guess what? Yeah, shut up, stupid. Listen to me. What I'm saying is, instead of calling in and saying something, this is what it's like a little, a snitch almost. You know what I mean? You would get.
But wait, I want to see the actual tweet. And what it says.
It's pretty simple. Honestly, it's just literally feeling for Bonnie because I think it's hilarious. Don't get me wrong.
No, but I bet you had to say something negative. There had to be.
But the truth is that you always respond to the negative tweets, and
I'll tell you what happened, sir.
I say don't respond.
You probably said wait a fucking year, and then Voss saw the profanity, and as we found out tonight, car crashes and wishing death and profanity are apparently
not profanity.
Those are against Voss's new...
No, not profanity, shit material, poop material.
Yeah, well, I don't like shit jokes either.
He also doesn't like any kind of racial joke or...
who does?
Anything about Jews. He doesn't want any anti-Semitic.
No, I like some of them. There's some funny ones.
So are you Jewish?
No, he's called.
No. No. But
Did I block you? Or
Jay from Jersey. No, this guy's Italian.
Did I block you?
No, you didn't block me.
All right, so then.
I'll tell you what I said when I replied, though. I said, dude, I'm a big fan. I'm just joking. You go, it's a shitty joke, and stop kissing my ass.
Oh, my God. He can't even win when he... Holy shit.
I remember.
Jeez.
really are.
Sometimes you can be a little grouchy on Twitter. Why does everybody always think you got to be like, fucking, maybe I was having a bad hour.
But, like...
Speaking of a bad hour, what'd you do special coming out?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't have a special.
He just was joking. He said, speaking of a bad hour.
You stupid idiot.
I didn't hear it. Let's see.
You did hear it because you responded to it. You just didn't get it.
I'm just good point. Let's see why I blocked in California. Let's see why I blocked Brian. Let's see how Brian says. I
love it.
What he did. What he didn't do to
for a
get
year and a
blocked.
half. They're like, hey,
Keep
why
in
did Voss
mind when you're dissing as a joke Voss on Twitter, he doesn't get what's going on a lot. I mean, not in a bad way. I mean, it's a new media. You don't
really.
You don't get it.
I hipped you to Twitter.
You hipped me. Even the fact that he says that means he doesn't have any clue what's happening in the world today.
Look at that. She eats her fucking. You eat your goddamn popcorn like you're a princess.
And another thing.
Look at her.
You eat it like it's Greg Gutfeld's cock.
Yeah.
It's probably the
all
size
buttery. Okay, go to Brian and Callie. That's you. That's your job.
I did already.
Brian,
you're on.
Hey, Vaughn, this is Brian on Twitter.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Brian. This is one of my favorite Twitter guys.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm an obsessed fan. No, hey, you blocked me years ago when you changed your Abby to Avatar as your picture on the Twitter. When you changed it to
He doesn't know what an avatar is. He's completely
yes, I do.
confused.
It's a sig pic.
Sig pic. When did you learn that?
Go on.
Well, when you change your pic to the awful, I don't know if you're in a hotel room or a motel room. I don't know what you changed it off. I just put nice shirts, stupid.
First of all, my picture's me at Bethpage Golf Course.
So this was a few years ago.
I never had anything from a hotel.
Years ago. I don't know how long ago it's been now, but I put nice shirts, stupid, and then you just, I forget, I can't, it's so long ago now. You just responded back to me, and you called me some dumb name, and I'm a Jew. And then I went.
You don't sound like a Jew. No, honesty.
No. But I went to respond back and goes, "Oh, you were blocked by Rich Voss." I'm like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
He's touchy.
Just because I said nice shirt, stupid.
But wait, Rich, do you say a mean thing to people, you retort and then block?
No, not all the times. That's you know what that is?
That's pussy shit.
Yes, that's hit and run, and I don't hit and run.
No, another thing on your list of things.
Right after that,
because that was the old Rich Voss. That was in the beginning.
The new Rich Voss doesn't hit and run, son.
Are you still block me now? Bonnie knows my Twitter name.
I'm going to tell you exactly what the problem was, sir. Ready? The problem was it was like calling a black guy the N-word when you call Rich stupid.
Oh, Rich can say it, but you can't.
Because 141 IQ, though.
Thank you. That's my new CD. It's my new CD.
Just the fact that he knows you have a 141 IQ should actually.
Are you still on Twitter? Are you still on Twitter, Brian?
Yes, I tweet Bonnie all the time.
He listens to the show like 4 or 5 times a week.
Okay. See that? Voss actually is feeling a pang of conscience now over you, Brian.
The first time he listens, he's drunk. He doesn't remember. Then he goes back. And
Plus, he needs a Jewish friend. He has no Jewish friends, and he's in show business. That's one of his problems in the career.
Me?
Yes.
I do.
No, you don't. You're in showbiz. You have no Jewish friends.
DeRosa looks Jewish.
Did you ever? Did you ever think about that?
Gary Goldman.
Show, guys.
All right. Hey,
thanks, Brian.
I'll unblock you. I don't even know how to unblock people.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't.
It's hard to find them and unblock
easy.
them.
It's right there. Meanwhile, him sounds like he's stoned, didn't he?
Yeah.
He must be like a Northern Cali stoner.
Boy, we're getting like our fucking. Only have one caller.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys really care about this show? I feel like we could walk out right now and nobody would tweet. What happened? Like it just would.
Do you understand?
That's why you love her.
Do you understand? We are drive time in L.A. We are drive time in L.A.
Are you really?
Right now, Jason Nash is depending on us.
I listened to Jason Nash's on What the Fuck today. I listened to it on the train on the way in, and he talked about you.
What did he say?
On the thing. Well, it started off pretty contentious. Mark Maron and him were having a hard time getting along. But then Jason Nash said, I just don't like talking about the business all the time. I want to talk about real life. And then he brought up when you were they must have taped it just a couple weeks after the incident.
At the Stand? I mean, at Stand-Up New York?
At Stand-Up New York. Jason Nash is this guy that I know.
I know Jason Nash. He used to work at SNL at the front desk.
That's right, yeah.
He was the guy at the desk. I remember him when he started.
He talked about that on his What the Fuck.
So, but wait.
So he's been calling into the show and whatever. He's a cool guy. And
I was there the first week when he called.
Okay, so then he's in New York and he comes to Stand-Up New York. And Rich is there and he's never met him before.
I met him in L.A. I met him.
Oh.
But I thought he came to see you. Go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, he goes to talk to Rich, and Rich is talking
stretch it to 5. Go ahead.
Sorry. What's
Mark Maron?
No, you were talking.
Oh, I was talking to who's the guy that does the Kennison impression?
Craig Glass.
Greg Gass.
Greg Gass.
Go ahead.
So he won't stop talking to Craig Gass to talk to Jason Nash. And Jason Nash was mad about it, and then called our radio show the next time to say that he was really mad though.
He wasn't kidding.
But we thought he was sort of. He does characters, so we sort of thought it was a character. But he brought it up on What the Fuck, so he really was.
What did he say on What the Fuck though?
Well, he said he just wanted to ask about your kids and talk to you about life, but you were so into talking about some club.
No, but that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about something related.
Don't get all caught up in the specifics. You were talking about the business.
No, I was talking 12 step. I was talking 12-step shit.
Oh.
I was talking 12-step shit, and that's what he didn't understand. I wasn't talking about the business, okay? But I thought we buried that. But why would he bring that up on Maron's podcast? Who gives a fuck?
I don't know, because he was using it as an example of, sometimes being around comedians, you're just...
So then what did Mark say? I just want to know what they said.
I don't really remember. He was like, okay, no. I mean, it's not like Mark was like, "Oh, Rich Voss, great guy," or anything. That it was just, but it came back twice. Like it was definitely.
Well, this Jason Nash, I like him. He doesn't know.
He wasn't bad mouthing you. He wasn't. He was saying, I wanted to. He was using an example as.
No, I get it, but I thought he came to stand up that night to see you because you are more friends with him than me.
Right.
And I thought he came to see you, and he didn't even go talk to you. So I'm
an intimidating presence.
No, you're not. Oh. I thought he was going to come watch you on stage and talk to you. I was talking to Greg about something not in the business, something a lot deeper.
Well, I like Jason Nash,
deep
but
you couldn't even pronounce his name correctly. It's Craig.
Craig,
not Greg.
I know there's a lot of them.
They're both great guys. This is the thing. I'm on your side on this one because I like talking about the business. I don't really. Yes. I got enough family talk and kid talk, and I got neighbors I got to deal with on a daily basis. When I'm out at a comedy club, I want to talk about comedy.
Yeah,
and when I'm not at a comedy club, I want to talk about comedy. But sometimes
I can see why he's mad. If he came all the way to stand up just to see us. But I thought he was really coming to see you. I thought he was trying. So I do apologize if you had to pay some extra money for a subway or a cab to come up there and we didn't talk to you long enough. But
I think you're getting off track. I don't want to misrepresent him.
Who are you now? You're defending him.
I'm just saying you were talked about. That incident was talked about. I don't want to get too deep about it. That he was went home crying in a cab or something.
You know what fucking Maron said once on a show? Like he compared me to Dice or something. I go, what the fuck?
Well, why? Why wouldn't you be in that category?
Why? Why would I be? Because
you're a tough New York guy.
Yeah, but I write clever material.
Yeah, but people aren't breaking it down that specifically. It's like I would be in the same category as Amy Schumer or Sarah Silverman. I feel like
I think you'd be more like some more.
Because I did some time in juvie. Is that why?
Well, although last time we did that podcast, Maron said, "Oh look, Voss is doing material." What did he say? Whatever. I'm not going to focus on Mark. Let's talk about Rogan. He's a bigger fan of ours.
But you know what?
What?
You asked Colin a lot of good questions, so I feel like we're going to let this one slide.
I know. I just threw that out there.
Narcissism.
I'm not a narcissist.
Asked me a lot of good questions. He's asked me. I've been silent for the entire second half of this broadcast.
No, you haven't. Second half, we only did 20 minutes. The second half because we had to go buy you snacks. Okay. We got a bunch. So this weekend, Colin will be in Buffalo at Helium. It's a great club in Buffalo. You'll love it. Go there.
I'm working this weekend, but I can't tell you where. So you got to follow me on Twitter. I know I'm on a need to know basis.
Every week she comes
just don't
in.
Remember
she doesn't have a fucking website.
Secret gig?
No, every week she goes, I'm working this weekend. Not sure where.
What?
I find out the day before and I figure it out.
Okay.
You know
You mean it's in the
Like,
city somewhere?
I think it might be in New Jersey.
Intriguing. I think it's kind of interesting. I've never heard of such a thing.
This weekend I'll be at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights.
Juggling, I do.
This weekend, Banana in Hasbrook Heights.
We know that between John Stamos and your husband and your betrothed.
Next week, the New Hope Cinema, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 16th and 17th, 24, Mohegan Sun.
Quit tapping the table every time you say a date.
Our movies on Netflix. Our movies
it's like
on
little
Netflix
things like that I say. Then I'm like, what am I? I'm just an asshole all the time. But he was rubbing the table before he got here for literally 20 minutes. I said nothing for so long, and then I couldn't take it anymore. And he was doing this. I swear to God.
Stop rubbing the table. Exactly.
Okay, so
it's because.
But yet he's never done it on our counter at home.
No, because he thinks he's like a studio. He thinks like a DJ and kind of like, yeah, I'm spinning records. You know, we're from a different generation. We divorced. We go in a place like this. We think of spinning records.
Well, you could put a cloth under that hand and do it at home.
Yeah.
Whoa, a little cleaning bit before we end the show. Let's throw in a fucking rinse cycle and close out.
At the end of the day, I'm still a wife, y'all.
I'll tell you right now. Say that to you. and Melissa McCarthy will steal that line for our show.
Oh, God. Hey, how about you put a cloth under that hat and do it at home?
This Friday, Bobby Kelly's special on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Our movies on Netflix, Women Aren't Funny. Our podcast.
Women aren't funny, but we let them.
I said women. In.
It took him a long time to learn how to say
You're like that last caller. Guess what, Colin, he said.
Guess what he said's wrong.
We have a podcast, My Wife Hates Me, on iTunes. We do.
Mm-hmm.
No,
yes, we do.
I heard you have another podcast. Jason Nash Hates Me. Jason Nash, by the way, literally never in a bad mood. One of the nicest guys ever, and you fucked him over. And now he's pissed.
I fucked him. He calls in with some funny character. He hasn't called in a while.
Well, no, because he hasn't called in since you dissed him at the
No, he called in after that. We discussed it.
Yeah, he called in once after that to say he was pissed at you. We kind of laughed it off, and then he never called in a passive-aggressive move. He just said, you know what? Fuck them. I was supportive of them.
Wow. What am I supposed to do?
He's got a movie on iTunes. We never fucking watched it.
Not yet.
Watch our movie.
Wow.
This guy.
So let's watch this movie. I said to download it.
Grew up. You understand what happened to him? I think I mentioned it on my first episode of your show.
What?
The guy that fought Tyson, Peter McNeely, once used to beat him up, and when he was growing up at the 7-Eleven or something.
Oh, wow. Well, we got to go. That's why I didn't really listen to what you just said. Listen, folks.
If I knew about sports, I might enjoy
everybody, watch Jason Nash's new movie. What's it called again?
In a twist of fate, I'm the one who dies.
Bonnie's choking to death.
Come on, eat another bite.
Bonnie's choking to death. What's Jason Nash's movie called?
I don't know. It's something about marriage.
You don't have to know about sports to know that somebody fought Tyson. It would be a tough guy to get beat by. You don't have to know sports. I knew more about sports.
I didn't know you said Tyson, though.
Sure, I did.
Well, why did?
What are you thinking? The old model?
No, I didn't hear. I knew the way that he was talking.
Why can't we do 3 hours?
That he was talking about.
I know this show's good.
Oh God, it's terrible. What shit do you guys listen to that honestly you guys say, well, this was a good show. This was great. Yeah. I mean, seriously.
Maybe on the train we'll listen to a little fucking Marin for you.
I should listen to some NPR because it is fucking good.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Mark. I'm a fan of him.
There's music comes in.
No, the only thing about NPR is they start throwing out all these facts all the time. It is kind of interesting. You're like, oh, I never thought about that. And they just know everything. Those hosts are like, yes, like you on there. Well, that one guy, there's something very toxic about it, too.
Yeah.
Well, there's something like Terry Gross. I now know too many things about her life. And so when people are talking, I know it's like, oh, fuck, she's going to bring up that spaghetti with the ketchup again. I know things.
Look at fucking Chris Rock put that fucking interviewer in her place on NPR. It was fucking brilliant.
He's saying this. I retold it to him. He didn't listen.
I did listen.
But you did you?
You listened to
he
listened
I
to
went
you
and
tell
fucking
him about
listened
it.
to it on fucking online. Are you
No,
kidding
he
me?
didn't go on. So what did he say?
I know we got to get off the air, but I listened to it. It was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Where are you going?
I don't know. You said we're getting off.
Well, we went overtime.
Nice.
Okay, so like, even more reason we should say goodbye.
Well, maybe they could cut back on fucking some of Sam's show.
I don't know why Colin was like, I'll go. And you're like, why? We went overtime. Like, it makes no sense.
I know. I didn't even want to bother. I didn't want to bother debating that. I was like, what? That's the opposite of what's going on here.
Okay, listen, we got to get out of here.
All right.
See you next week. Thank you.